The following is a list of lessons that being adopted taught me about love, or rather the kind of love that I deserve and should accept. Lesson number 1. The reason my birth mother surrendered me to strangers as a newborn was because she loved me. The pain of my mother's abandonment and rejection reverberated through every cell in my body, but if she did it out of love, then that must be what love feels like. Lesson number 2. Instead of processing the feelings I had about the abandonment, I should feel happy and sentimental about the fact that she so freely gave me as a gift to my adoptive parents. Lesson number 3. Even though I'm a gift, my existence is a burden. The first time I recall an adult telling me how lucky I must feel that my parents were kind enough to take me in, I was 4, and it was my preschool teacher, and I already understood that the coveted answer was yes, ma'am, of course. Number 4. I'm supposed to believe and have gratitude that I was chosen. Despite growing up hearing all the time and from everyone how hard and for how long my adoptive parents tried to conceive, and how utterly crushed my mother was when it was time to give up and resort to adoption. Number 5. Love and connection should be forced when there's no common ground for it to happen organically. Number 6. Despite having lost my whole family to adoption, I am undeserving of true empathy for having lost them. I should accept that it was God's will and that my healthy human need to grieve is a betrayal to my adoptive parents. Number 7. Receiving mixed messages from people and not feeling safe with them because of it is not a reason not to trust them. Number 8. As an adopted person whose birth records are sealed, I'm not worthy of truth or transparency, and so long as people tell me it's for my own good, I shouldn't question why. Number 10. Extreme possessiveness is the highest form of love, and my adoptive mother's secrecy and lies about the fact that my bio family lived down the street my whole life is justified because she kept me hidden away from them as a way to manage her own insecurities. And that when she got cancer when I was in high school and eventually died, and that all the other adults in my life who knew the secret watched me spiral and suffer instead of connecting me to them so I might have had a support system because they prioritized managing her insecurities as well. And upon growing up and understanding that none of that was okay, psychological abuse, neglect, parentification, and extreme familial alienation that I experienced that nearly led me to contribute to suicide statistics, which the risk for is drastically elevated in adoptees, is widely justified by the fact that not all adoptions are like that, and the fact that bio families have problems too, including by both of my families and most of the people I thought were my friends. Society has no interest in making room for the way adoptees experience the world, or even acknowledging our unique type of neurodivergency. The trauma-uninformed fairy tale narrative of adoption is a handbook for how to raise adoptees to have bottom-of-the-barrel self-worth, who will be highly vulnerable to abusers or become abusers themselves. I say, instead of sealing and redacting adoptee records, that we seal and redact this bullshit narrative instead.